Well, we've got a whole new round of rumors surrounding Deadpool 3 and more classic Fox X-Men characters that are reportedly going to appear. Let's talk about this rumor for a couple of minutes, and more importantly, talk about how it relates to past rumors and how we should be viewing all of these new reports. Well, if you've been a superhero movie fan for a long time, you know the original X-Men movie holds a pretty special place. That movie was really one of the earliest Marvel films to hit a total home run, and introduced a large part of the world to the X-Men, with Hugh Jackman leading the crew as Wolverine. Now, as many of you know, Hugh is set to return in Deadpool 3. And with Deadpool 3, we've gotten a deluge of rumors about potential characters set to appear. We've actually heard about characters from the Loki series, including Mobius and Miss Minutes, as well as Fox characters that could appear, ranging from Gambit to the Fantastic Four, and now the original X-Men crew. Now, this is a rumor, and there have been a ton of these rumors, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But this one comes from Can We Get Some Toast? And like all rumors, it needs to be taken with a grain of salt, because it's not from Marvel Studios, Ryan Reynolds, or Kevin Feige. So none of it is confirmed. But it appears there is a strong possibility that Famke Janssen's Jean Grey, James Marsden's Cyclops, and Halle Berry's Storm will have some sort of role in the upcoming movie. Now, honestly, if they do appear, and we're going to talk about more of that in a second, I do think it'll be a very, very small role, likely seeing Logan spending time with them at the beginning of the movie before he's basically kidnapped by Deadpool for his multiverse adventures. We really have no idea how they'll factor into the plot, but with so many cameos being added to the film, I suspect, like Multiverse of Madness, it will have a very limited impact. Now, when we look at all this, we really should look to Multiverse of Madness as a cautionary tale. Because you guys probably remember, when all the promotion for Multiverse of Madness was going on, we had a laundry list of cameos that were reported for the film that never manifested. Yes, there were some that were planned, like Daniel Craig's Balder the Brave, that were simply clipped. But it was pretty clear that through the life cycle of the production, there were lots of ideas thrown out there, and somewhere along the food chain there was a leaker that was dropping every possibility. I actually think that might be what's going on with Deadpool 3. We know this is going to be a multiverse movie. We know that it's going to include Fox characters, at least the ones from the Deadpool franchise along with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And now I think a lot of people are running with every single possibility that could show up in the movie, very similarly to Multiverse of Madness. This really should be a cautionary tale, because I felt like when Multiverse of Madness came out, the expectations for these cameos was so high that some great cameos in that movie, like Patrick Stewart's Professor X, really didn't land with fans because expectations were not set properly. Now, it doesn't mean these three characters won't appear in the movie, but I do think moving forward we need to be very careful with all the scoops involving this movie, because at this point it definitely feels like to me that every possibility anybody could have is being thrown against the wall, and then once a couple of them stick, and some of them will, people are going to circle back around and kind of claim victory when it was really more in the vein of a broken clock being right twice a day. Now, obviously, Deadpool 3 has got a long way to go, and we're going to get a lot more information, so stay tuned. And how all these cameos ultimately work out, well, honestly, we're going to have to wait and see.